your 10-minute morning stretch. When you're ready, let's get started. Let's begin seated in the middle of our mat, knees bent and feet out in front of you. Inhale, look up, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine and tuck your chin to your chest. Do this seated cat-cow a couple times, starting to warm up the spine here. Come back to center. Keep your left knee up and tuck your right knee under your left, bringing your left foot on the outside of that knee. Wrap your right arm around that top leg as you bring your left hand behind you, coming into a gentle spinal twist. You can look over that left shoulder if you like, taking a few breaths here. Now untwist, bringing both feet back out in front of you, and now let's do the other side. Bring that left knee down to the mat and place your right foot on the outside of the bottom knee. Bring your left arm around the top leg and bring your right hand behind you to the mat. Take a few breaths here, sitting up tall as if a string is pulling you up through the top of your head as you're sitting in this twist. Now release and come into an easy seated position. Feet crossed in front of you. We're going to inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, drop your left hand to the mat, reaching up and over with your right arm for a gentle side stretch. Try to keep both sit bones grounded to the mat, not letting that right hip come up. If you'd like, you can bend that top elbow and bring your hand behind your head, looking up to the sky. Now release, and let's do the other side. Bring your right hand down to the mat and reach your left up and over, bending that elbow if you like. And just take a couple breaths here. Now let's come back to center, and we're going to come into a tabletop position. Inhale as you reach your left arm towards the sky. Exhale, thread it through underneath your right arm for 1. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, thread it through for 2. Inhale one more time, reach up. And exhale, this time resting your shoulder on the mat. If you would like to challenge your balance here, you can lift your right leg up, keeping it parallel to the mat. Otherwise, stay where you are and just breathe. Release your leg back to the mat and lift back up into tabletop. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, reach up with your right arm. Exhale, thread it through for 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread it through for 2. Last time, reach up. And exhale, thread it through and release your shoulder to the mat. You can lift your left leg this time or keep it on the mat. Remember, this is your practice. Listen to your body and take it to your level. Now let's come back to tabletop. Sink your hips back into child's pose, stretching your hands out to the top of your mat. Take a couple moments here to just breathe. Maybe set an intention for your day. Inhale and exhale. Now when you're ready, let's come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Walk it out here, lifting one heel at a time. This is our first downward dog, so take as much time as you need. Now let both heels sink towards the mat, and then begin to walk forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Grab onto your opposite elbows here and just begin to rock back and forth. Keep your knees slightly bent, and remember to fold from the hips here and not your lower back. Take a few breaths here. Let go of any worries or thoughts about your to-do list for the day. And just breathe. Now release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank. Lower down or knees, chest, chin to your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Going to start working on the hips now. On your next inhale, reach that left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, and roll that hip open. Start to make little circles with your ankle, going one way and then the other, and then your knee, going in one direction and then the other. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, bring your foot all the way through, plant it between your hands. Drop that back knee and sink back, straightening out that front leg to as much as you're comfortable with. Inhale, bend the front knee, come forward. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sink back. I'm going to stay here for just a few breaths, bending over that front knee. Lift those front toes for a deeper stretch. You can have 2 blocks on either side of you to hang on to if that helps. Now come forward, plant your hands, tuck your back toes, step back into plank, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach that right leg up to the sky, bend the knee and roll that hip open. Start to make little circles with your ankle, and then your knee, going in one direction, then the other, making the circles as big or as small as you'd like. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, bring your foot all the way through, plant it between your hands, drop that back knee and sink back, straightening out that front leg. Inhale, bend the front knee, come forward. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sink back. Inhale one more time, and exhale, sinking back, bending forward over that front leg. Take a few breaths here. Remember, it's okay if you're tighter on one side than the other. Each side is going to be different. Now release, come back forward, plant your hands, tuck your back toes, step back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out here for a couple breaths, releasing any tension in those legs. Now we're going to round all the way through. Drop your knees, then your chest, then your chin to your mat. Release your feet and your arms next to your sides, bringing one cheek down to the mat. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring your other cheek to the mat. Just breathe and enjoy. Now look forward, plant your hands next to you. Inhale and lift up. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale and exhale, and then lower down, one cheek to the mat. Inhale again, lift up, using the muscles in your back, not your glutes. And exhale, lower down, other cheek to mat. Inhale, look forward. Now push yourself up and back, coming back into child's pose. Take as much time as you need here. Inhale and exhale. Remember your intention that you set at the beginning. Maybe it's for patience or peace or gratitude. Whatever it is, allow that to fill you with each inhalation, and remember you can always come back to that feeling as you go throughout your day. And when you're ready, let's come back to seated. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a little peace to take with you through your day.